Fionna is the singer-songwriter of her generation. Her writing is so personal, her words and her rhymes and her phrases.
With Quentin, people started realizing and appreciating again how important the director was.
Say what again?
The word that comes to mind is just unbridled.
I'm the loud mouth, motor mouth, and she's the angelic little nymph.
Quentin is famous for his writing and his directing, and for also for just him, the soul of him in everything that he does. And he's not just important because he's made these very, very popular movies, you know? It's not just that, it's him. He's got that kind of energy that a 6-year-old or an 8-year-old has where they're not yet self-conscious enough to worry about. They're not looking anywhere to find out what people's faces look like while they do things. They're just doing things.
I've known what I wanted to do since I can remember back to having a memory. From then, I wanted to be involved in movies. Now, I didn't know what a director was, per se, at that time. So, you know, I just knew that that was the only thing I gave a damn about. That's the thing I loved, and so I wanted to be part of it. So when you're a little kid and you want to be part of it, what you see are the actors. So I wanted to be an actor, but it was about being involved in the movie. I don't even think I said actor, but it was more like, well, what do you want to do with it? I want to be in the movies. Action! My favorite movie when I was a little boy was Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. I loved monster movies and I loved comedies. And in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, yeah, it's very funny when Abbott and Costello are around. But when they're gone, it's actually played very straight. And I actually remember having the thought, these are the best movies ever. When it's supposed to be funny, it's really funny. And when it's supposed to be scary, it's really scary. I can't believe they make movies like this. This is the best movie ever. So even as a real young child, I was making genre distinctions. I was noticing that there were genres, and I liked this genre, and I liked that genre, and actually blending them was like a really sexy thing to me.
I had been playing piano very, very seriously, starting when I was about 11. I started out by writing, like, I would write scores to chase scenes in National Geographic Explorer series. You know, like I would see a something chasing a something, you know, a lion chasing an impala, and the impala with those gorgeous jumps, I remember, you know, and I would go into my room and try to make the jump happen on the piano, and the chase happen on the piano. I like to do these instrumental things first. And then my friend Manuela, who was my best friend in 2nd grade, she had this huge fight with her parents, and it was just like, oh, well, what you do when your friend is upset is you write a song for them. And so I wrote a song called Manuela, and then that's kind of started me writing songs with words.
I certainly haven't been shopping for any new shoes. And I certainly haven't been spreading myself around.
She's got such a gifted voice, and she's such a gifted performer and such a gifted musician, and you could talk about her for days and never even bring that up. Just talk about the writing, all right, and her words and her rhymes and her phrases and her microscope on herself and on, the human heart.
Once my lover, now my friend. What a cruel thing to pretend. What a cunning way to condescend.
Well, whenever I've written a song, it'll just come off of one thing that catches my eye, so to speak, in life, something that somebody said that I thought was so appalling and insulting that also happens to have a really cool rhyme that could go with it, and then there's 2 lines, and then 2 more lines, and you've got a verse, and it just kind of goes off from one thing.
I met Fionna, gosh, it's almost, when did I meet her? I met her in 1997, and I just finished Jackie Brown, and she was going out with Paul Thomas Anderson at the time. I was his girlfriend, and I was friends with Paul, so then I met her through him, and then we hung out like a bunch of times, a whole bunch of times. I got to be really, really good friends.
Well, the first time I met him was in New York, and I had just met Paul Thomas Anderson, and we were together, and we went to Quentin's apartment, and I remember that I was walking across the street, and I saw in the gutter this videotape, and I picked it up, and it was somebody's student film. Can you imagine if they knew where it's gonna go right now? Because I'm gonna pick the student film up, and I'm gonna bring it in my bag, going down to meet Paul Thomas Anderson and Quentin Tarantino, and I'm gonna play the student film for them, and we'll see what it's like. And I thought that would be so cool if it was really great, and it turned out to be, and they all they did was make fun of it. It was really sad. But it was really funny to me just to go, oh my God, of all the places, if this kid only knew where'd I leave my student film? Fuck, where is it?
I've been coming here, God, for about 11 years now. It's a real cool, groovy, artistic town. I mean, it's a music town, it's a film town, and it's really great that way. I have to admit, I'm actually nervous about seeing her, because I haven't seen her in about 5 years.
Look at him.
No. I mean, I actually, you think I see you a little nervous? No, I'm scared. Come on in. This entire complex is Robert Rodriguez and his wife Elizabeth's complex. This is Troublemaker Studios. Let me show you my office. You'll get a kick out of it. Me and Robert are doing like a double feature movie. We're doing 2 separate movies, and we're releasing them together. But not like Twilight Zone the movie. It's like he's done a whole movie. And
It's a double
I'm doing
feature.
whole
It's
movie.
yeah.
Exactly. And I gotta show you, okay, one of my things. These are all original 45s.
Oh, really?
The original labels. Like, to give you an example. But I have to tell you something. I just love Extraordinary Machine so much. Literally, after I got it, it was like, I'd go up in my record room. Every day, right next to I have a record room right next to my bedroom. And it got to be one of those things where it was like one of those albums that I had to play every day for like weeks.
That's the greatest thing to hear, because I can remember sitting in your record room and you were talking about other albums, and I was like, I want to be one of the albums that he's excited about.
Oh, that was it.